The two ordinary hosts of this podcast are not professionals on parapsychology, extraterrestrials, cryptozoology, nor would they describe themselves as religious or prone to superstition. They'd also like to make it known that this show is not intended for children or those with sensitive sensibilities. Please listen at your own discretion. And remember, the truth is often anecdotal.
Hello, listeners. I am Mr. R.
And I'm Mr. X.
A pair of normal dudes.
Reading paranormal stories.
Tell me, Mr. X, have you ever traveled?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of traveling since I turned 30. It's been pretty nice. A lot of money. Cost quite a lot to travel, if you could imagine.
Turns out kind of pricey. So you've been doing a lot of traveling in a very specific amount of time?
Yeah. 1 week at a time, because that's all I'm allowed for vacation.
This episode's about time travel.
Yes.
I think we've done a time travel episode.
Have we?
Maybe we have. I don't actually remember.
Well, we've done over 50 of these, so
it is more akin to science fiction than it is paranormal. But you have found us quite the specimen of a Reddit post.
Yeah. Well, I feel like this might be pretty common for Reddit itself. Last week, we talked about the tongs that fell in my aisle at work.
Oh, right.
And I made the joke that it was Matthew McConaughey in Interstellar plucking the strings of time in the black hole. And I don't know. I just wanted to see what would happen if I looked up time travel. And I feel like what I came across here is pretty typical for Reddit. And I feel like there was a post in the past that blew up under this guise, and people have been trying to replicate it since. I don't think this one does a very good job of it, but it was long enough and had enough comments that I thought it would fill a whole episode. So this is from the time travel subreddit posted 3 months ago. It's titled, "I'm a time traveler from the year 2264. An actual one."
Okay.
And it's flared with claim/theory/question. I don't know. There's no theory in this, so but there's definitely a claim, and there's a call to action for questions. So now I'm going to say,
go ahead.
I feel like this was written by a teenager who just wanted to see what would happen, right?
That's
I feel
exciting
like
for me.
if I had read it when I was a teenager, I would have totally done this. Reddit might have been around when I was a teenager. I don't know, but I wasn't on it. So but let's just see. Let's see what this person has to say.
Okay.
It starts, "Hi, Reddit. Let me start by saying that I know this is going to sound insane, but regardless of that, I'm here to share my story. I know most of you won't believe me, and I'm not here to convince anyone. You're all free to trust whatever you want. My intentions here, and in every other timeline I visit, have nothing to do with convincing." Redundant, but okay. "I know I'm repeating myself, but I want to get it off my chest before starting, because I've done this quite a lot, and I'm already well aware of the backlash. I don't blame you, though. Doubting is a significant part of humans' nature." It's human nature. It's not humans the way he wrote it.
Unless you were to write of a human's nature.
Yeah, just one guy's nature. But no, he's referring to all of mankind. And this is where I started to think like, okay, this is starting to sound like a kid who, yes, maybe reads a lot, but doesn't do a lot of writing. So, now this is in quotes, and I don't know why. "If something sounds unreal or you haven't witnessed it with your own eyes, you don't believe it." End quote. Simple as that. And believe it or not, I like this idea and even say that the sense of doubt is an actual privilege that our species have. That's also incorrect. We're only one species of human. I'm sorry, it sounded normal the way I said it, but he meant like a plural species.
Yeah.
But it should be that our species has. Enough mere talks, though. It's time for what I've came here to do.
What I've came here to do.
Yes, that's not the first time. It's the first time he uses that the wrong, tense for that, but he does it quite a few times.
Okay.
As I said, I don't expect you to believe me outright, so I'm going to lay out my experience and let you decide for yourself.
I don't believe you.
Hey, wait till the end of the story.
Okay, fine.
For starters, I want to say that I'm probably what you'd call a historian time traveler.
Okay.
Though we use a different term in my time. And yes, it is an actual job in the future. You might or might not have stumbled upon other Reddit posts like mine, where the authors also introduce themselves as workers of the same job.
Nope.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to pause there. Now, you would assume that a professional adult, right, would say they've introduced themselves as people of the same occupation or something like that, right? They'd probably use stronger vocabulary to get that line across. But that just kind of like solidifies the idea that this is a kid too, right? Because they're referring to it as a job. And the lack of vocabulary in here would also incline me towards the idea that this is real, right? Because we see a lot. The kids these days, their vocabulary is atrocious. Their writing styles are atrocious because they're online all the time, right? And nobody uses like full sentences or like proper grammar to text each other or post on Twitter, right? So like I could see like in freaking 20 years from now, like all of this being completely different, right? We had centuries of like novels, but like even we now 200 years later don't talk anything like the founding fathers did,
No,
right?
not even close.
So 2 centuries from now, yeah, I guess I could see people talking very poorly compared to like us now. And we talk pretty poorly now. But you also have to think like, I don't know, man, maybe they would be talking more like the Droogs in Clockwork Orange, right? But I don't know. I think the comments kind of get into it a little bit, so I'll leave it for that.
Okay.
Continuing here. People the same job. Whether or not they're legitimate, I have no way to tell, as we're all from different timelines that sometimes, now this is in parentheses, pretty rarely in most cases, because believe it or not, the multiverse is really darn big, share the same pattern of events and things in common. So what do we do in our job, you might ask? Well, it's pretty simple and pretty complex at the same time. Simplified, we're tasked with exploring and studying the different time periods of our world. We've went as far back as the time before the Big Bang, and by the 23rd century, we've already explored nearly 35% of the entire time as you know it, from before the Big Bang to my present. Now, with time travel, don't you think 35% seems kind of ludicrous, right? You have this device that allows you to go through all of time. Why would you not have already gone through it all?
Well, so there's a fun little phrase. I guess it's kind of a theory that if time travel ever exists, if it's ever going to exist, then it has always existed.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, for as long as there is the ability to travel backwards in time, there is a non-zero chance that we've already gone all the way back.
Yeah. And so wouldn't that cover all of time?
Right.
So I think they're just saying 35% to add like a level of credibility
Sure, why
that
not?
they don't need. So, whatever. We are forbidden to go to the future because of numerous reasons I won't touch on, but it's not like there hasn't been people who've tried. Okay? I'm guessing those people didn't come back. I don't know.
I kind of wish you would touch on them, though.
Now for my time. In my timeline, humanity has advanced far beyond that what you can imagine. Sorry, far beyond than what you can imagine. Now that's the proper use of than, but it's not needed there. It's far beyond what you can imagine. We've colonized Mars and several moons of Jupiter and Saturn, but Earth is still the hub of civilization. The air is clean, the oceans are pristine, and biodiversity is thriving again. We've successfully managed to bring back around 20 extinct species of animals, including mammoths, Tasmanian tigers, and even the dodo bird. Okay. They're all being held in special zoos around the world.
Why is zoos in quotations?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe because our 21st century minds wouldn't be able to comprehend like habitats. I don't know. What? I like how they went with the 3 most common like extinct animals that you can imagine.
Well, like 3 animals that are definitely went extinct within the human timeline.
Yeah. That there is records of them existing and then now they no longer exist.
Right.
We didn't bring back Triceratops.
Yeah, where are the Triceratops? I've been asking this for years.
Let's see. This wasn't because we finally got our act together, though. It was because we had no choice. The climate change you're grappling with, it reached catastrophic levels in the 22nd century, forcing humanity into a corner. The solution our leaders came up with involved massive geoengineering projects, global corporation, and AI systems that made decisions for us when we couldn't agree. Okay, so geoengineering projects, global corporations. It only says one global corporation, so I guess the monopoly's one, guys.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
And
the guy
AI
who owns
systems.
Coca-Cola gets to make all the decisions.
Yeah. Oh, we did a sequel factory about that.
Oh, we did. Oh my god.
Yeah. Let's see. It worked, but at a cost. Technology. It doesn't go into the cost thing. I don't know what the cost was.
It worked, but at a cost. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Technology in 2264 is seamless. Artificial intelligence isn't just a tool, but a collaborator. Everyone is augmented in some way, neural interfaces, biological enhancements, you name it. We've transcended disease, aging, and even death to a degree. Our consciousness can be transferred into synthetic bodies or even entire digital environments. Physical travel is rare, as most people project, that's in quotes, themselves into virtual spaces to interact or explore.
Okay.
It's kind of sounding like the WALL-E future, right?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Everybody's heavy set because nobody goes anywhere. The actual time travel, however, is another beast entirely. Time travel was developed in the early 23rd century, and it's heavily regulated. The idea is not to interfere, but to observe and learn. My current mission is simple. Gather data on the 21st century, which is a pivotal era in humanity. Being in your time is disorienting, to say the least. This is my second mission since I got the job. The first was to 2103, where I felt more, quote, in my waters, end quote.
Must be a future phrase.
Yeah, it must be water worlds in the future. Despite the harsh conditions of that time period, it is water world.
Oh, no.
Here are some thoughts I've gathered so far about your society. Your technology feels rudimentary. Your social issues are frustratingly persistent. And your pace of life is really, really slow. I'm sorry. Wow. Before we started recording, I was telling Mr. R about a r/retcon post where somebody was complaining about how time seems to be going way too fast now. So
yeah,
which one is it, people? Too fast?
Make up your
too
minds.
Slow?
Well, you know what? Maybe in the year 2103, we'll look back and think, wow, that we thought it was fast back then. Days go by in the matter of seconds now. So
yeah, because Earth got knocked out of its orbit, off of its orbit, its axis, whatever. I don't fucking know.
We're going around the sun at 400 times the original speed.
Yeah, you do the math.
Or I guess that would mean that we're rotating. We're rotating at 400 times the speed. That would make night and day go faster.
It'd be like being on those tilt-a-whirls.
It would be a tilt. Everyone would have to have some kind of like clearance for like going outside, right? Like if you can't have not schizophrenia, you can't have epilepsy if the sun is just going to be flashing overhead every couple of seconds.
Oh gosh. Okay, let's see. You're on the cusp of breakthroughs that will define your future, but you're also so distracted by trivialities. It's fascinating and infuriating at the same time. Let's see. I have so much more to tell you about the future, but I'll just let you ask whatever you're interested in. So don't hold back. I can't prove I'm from the future, at least not in ways you'd find credible, since my equipment is inert without access to the power sources of my era. So how the fuck do you get back?
Yeah.
Huh? You're just stuck here? What use is that to the future?
Like if you went to the future, right? You said your first mission was to go, I guess, to our future, to 2103. You had to have gotten back to your own timeline, right?
Yeah. I mean, they did say that time travel was invented in the early... Well, no, then yeah, that still doesn't make any sense. It's funny because I wrote like a little pilot for a web series that was essentially this idea of a time traveler who goes back in time, but the battery for their time machine dies, and so they're stuck in 2020 during the quarantine with themselves.
Phil of the future.
I was gonna call it oh my god, what was I gonna call it? Living with Yourself or something like that. But then Paul Rudd made a show with that same name, and I was like, well, you know what?
Paul, no.
Fuck me, I guess. All right. Let's see. What I can share is knowledge. I know how some of your major challenges will resolve, though I have to be careful with the information I give because of timeline change risks that are forbidden by contracts in my time that are probably in the thousands. I'm sorry, there's thousands of different things that might create paradoxes, or
I'm sure
worth thousands of
posting
dollars.
about your own mission on the internet isn't one of them.
Yeah, they're like, well, you can't use Reddit when you go back.
Yeah.
Paradoxes are a real concern, and the last thing I want to do is trigger one. So, no, I won't give you any lottery numbers or Super Bowl results. Well, if you gave everybody on Reddit the lottery number, everybody would win like $2. That's
right.
It's not a risk. So Reddit, I'm here. If you have any questions about the future or want advice on navigating your present, I'll do my best to answer in a proper, for the topic way, of course. Okay, I'm sorry. The first time I read that, I said it wrong and I did it again. So I'll do my best to answer in a proper for the topic way, of course. Now, let the skepticism begin. Okay.
I'm skeptical.
That's the main body of the post.
Yeah.
So before we get into the comments, let's take an ad break.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And then we'll see what the future holds for us.
Ad.
Speaking of ads,
yeah,
I have an ad for H.G. Wells' The Time Machine.
Right. Oh, me too. That's so fun. I do too.
Yeah. Is it an ad or is it part of the thing? Oh, I think this might be part of the community.
Oh, we're being tricked.
Book covers. Okay, H.G. Wells' The Time Machine, and that's it. That was the only thing on that under that whole thing. Okay.
Back in the day, I had written a script to just a project that I wanted to get done, and Saving St. Parks Mall, if you remember that.
Oh yeah.
One of the characters was named Mike Ferris, which is a direct reference to H.G. Wells's The Time Machine. Because he has, I believe, the apprentice to the time traveler is named Mike Ferris.
Were we planning to put a time traveler in that movie?
You know what? I don't know why I did that. No. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm lying. I had made a character named oh, that sucks. I can't remember it now. It wasn't Mike Ferris. Mike Ferris was the name of the very first character in the very first episode of The Twilight Zone. I had written a different script about time traveling where I had used the name of the apprentice, but now I can't actually remember that character's name.
What a shame.
Elijah something? Oh, man, that sucks. Anyway, we can continue.
Yeah, I mean, you have Wikipedia at your fingertips. So, okay, let's get into the comments here. Because a lot of them are, I guess I didn't mention this in the recording, but this is all one run-on paragraph. Luckily, there's some punctuation, but it's all just one giant block of text. Now, there's 124 comments on here, and a lot of them focus on the fact that they didn't break up this giant block of text. So this first one here says, you completely mastered writing in English of over 200 years in your past, complete with common 2026 idioms and 2026 expressions. Ellipses. Okay. I don't know any expressions. I didn't see any expressions. I mean, if they were over here like 6'7", maybe I'd understand this comment, but okay, I understand the fact that, like, yeah, they were able to write this in a way that we in our present would understand. Like, if I went back in time and I was like, yo, George Washington, your cabinet, there's Alexander Hamilton, there's Thomas Jefferson. What are you guys up to, man? What's cracking? What's going on? You know, I don't expect them to understand that.
They would throw up.
They would shoot me because I'm not white. Well, at least Thomas Jefferson would.
Sure.
So yeah, I get this, right? But the next person in this little thread says he didn't put, quote, literally, or misuse there, or there, or your. He's from the past. That's true, although how many yours are there? There's probably a lot of yours because he's referring to our timeline.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, yeah, it's just, I don't know. He did it all right. Next person here in this thread says he didn't master breaking up text into paragraphs. To which someone else replied, paragraphs? Where we're going, we don't need paragraphs.
Time travel joke.
Yes.
Oh, I found it, by the way. The character is Elijah Cook, who is a character in a book called The Chronic Argonauts, which was also by H.G. Wells, but people believe it was a precursor to The Time Machine.
Huh. Well, I will have to read The Time Machine.
I guess so.
It's an interesting era to be writing science fiction, and he does it pretty well.
He does, yeah. Holds up.
Do you have a comment here you want to read? I will say the next thread is also about the paragraphs. So I think this person says, do you expect us to read this shit with no space between paragraphs? Well, he said paragraph, singular. So, to which someone responded to that, this must be grammar style of the year 2264. That's fair.
This says 3 months ago someone commented on this. It says, my question is, what's the point of this farce? If time travel was actually real, a, quote, historian wouldn't run around posting they were a time traveler. If it was remotely true, you'd basically end up tracked down and tied up somewhere and tortured for every piece of information by whoever had the right amount of money and lack of morals. Since there'd be no record of your existence and nobody in this time to give two shits about you, nor would you be giving out information willy-nilly if you were actually a time traveler concerned over affecting a timeline. And then Difficult Market 899 says, no, time traveling is not possible.
Okay, so this guy kind of has a point, right? You would think that all these fucking billionaires would have more sense. I don't know. Fucking Elon Musk makes promises left and right that just never come true, right?
Right.
Like if he had access to a time traveler, I feel like, I don't know, he'd be making billions not being a fucking liar. So, I mean, who knows?
I mean, well, here's the thing. If you know the future, you can make promises. Right? Like,
Yeah.
if you know what's going to happen, you can make those promises. Well, you can call them promises, but you're actually making, like, I guess, educated, not guesses, predictions?
Well, it's like the self-driving car thing. He's been saying that that's coming since like 2010, right? Or
Right.
fucking whenever he first promised. And he keeps pushing it every single time. We're just now finally getting them, and they're still not like what he promised. So, I don't know. I guess I wish I was a better liar. I'd probably have a lot more money. So, let's see. Someone here says, why has a time traveler from 2264 been posting about The Walking Dead on Reddit for the past couple years? Now, this got me curious. So I did click on the OP's profile, and they were smart enough to delete all their posts except for this one, right? But you can still see where they're active in, and they've been active in The Walking Dead, Parallel Universe, Time Travel, ChatGPT Not Safe for Work, Fear the Walking Dead, and Imaginary Maps. So I don't want to know what ChatGPT Not Safe for Work is, but I have to find out.
Oh, boy.
It looks like just a bunch of people talking about their not safe for work chats. That's kind of sad. But let's see, if I look under their comments, they do reply to some people. There's only 2 of them though that I see, and then they have a shit ton of comments under The Walking Dead, Parallel Universe, and all this stuff. I'm gonna click on here. Okay, so the question is, okay, I'll bite. How is racism and classism resolved and not a problem anymore? To which the OP responds, the simplest answer I could give you is that over time, people mix more, genetically and culturally, so races become harder to identify. In my time, most humans have very similar physical traits: brown skin, coho eyes.
What? What is that?
That's in quotes, coho. The eye traits most Asians have in your time. Okay, and
what does that mean?
No idea. And are all exceptionally taller. There aren't really any differences between us, nor any races. For example, the last truly, quote, black people went extinct in Ethiopia in the 22nd century. Jesus Christ.
Uh-oh.
You don't go extinct if you just blend more, right?
Right, yeah.
Oh my God. Now that is literally an episode of South Park.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they also make a joke about that in American Dad.
Perfect.
But yeah, in South Park, I think Cartman goes to the future or something like that. And everybody, one is wearing gray suits, but they all kind of look like Jessica Alba and The Rock, right? Because they're all just kind of blended. So let's see. Someone here says, in response to that, oops, that's someone else's post you commented on. Either way, in 2 years, all you've talked about is Walking Dead. Now, all of a sudden, you're a time traveler. You claim to have met a man from 2137 yourself in the year 2019, but now you're claiming you're an actual time traveler. Your post history is not very convincing of this claim, hence why they probably deleted all of their posts. So let's see if I go back here now. Let's see what the other question he answered was. I'm saying he. I don't know what this person is, but fuck it. So this person asks, tell me about John Titor, who is the person I was referring to in
oh my gosh, yeah, I was about to bring him up.
He wasn't on Reddit, but he'd been posting, claiming to be someone from 2036, posting between 1998 and 2001, right? So let's see what the OP has to say about him. John Titor comes up a lot, actually. In my time, he isn't treated as a confirmed person so much as a case study. In other timelines I visit, he's seen as a mix of early internet myth making combined with fears people already had back then. The future he's talked about doesn't line up with mine, though that alone doesn't mean much. Timelines diverge easily. I'll just say that if he was an actual time traveler, he was extremely careless by our standards. To which someone named Scrooge of Humankind replied, "Ah, yes, then surely you've seen photos he provided in case studies. If so, did any of the time travel equipment look familiar to you?"
And there's no response.
And then no response. No. I guess there you have it. John Titter, fucking liar.
Pants on. I was trying to think of something futuristic to say here, and I couldn't do it.
Pants on.
Yeah, comedy's hard sometimes.
Yeah, guys, I talk about a script, but it's literally just what we're reading. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not really jokes. Any other comments you want to read on here?
Let's see. It's kind of a long one. This is as of posted 3 months ago. Are we saying their names?
Yeah, you can say their names if you want.
Okay. Possible Realities comments says.
Fuck. Sorry.
What?
She said, "Are we saying their names?" And I scrolled down to Sloppy Butt Mustard. Who asks, "When does Trump die?"
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Sloppy Butt Mustard.
Which one were you reading?
Possible Realities.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. That's not how time travel works. You can't change something in the past to change the future. If you go back in time and tell someone Super Bowl results, it won't change the outcome of the game. Knowing the future is not the same as controlling it. Also, if you try to change something about the past, you wouldn't actually change anything at all, as you already did it many times before. There's only one timeline, and everything that happens also happens before and after. Basically, you do not have a choice when it comes to making decisions, when it comes to time travel. Let's say you make a sandwich. Then you see one appear in front of you. That means that the future you set the sandwich that they just made into the past. You then cannot choose to keep both sandwiches. No matter how much you want to, you will send that sandwich back into the past. If you don't, it's not going to cause a paradox because you wouldn't keep the sandwich. You would send it back. Okay. So this is confusing. So if you tell someone Super Bowl results, it's not going to change anything. Both because one person can't change the results with knowledge, and because you already did tell them before. That sentence doesn't make sense, I don't think.
Both because
also
one
saying,
person can't change
quote,
the results of knowledge.
"You don't have to believe me" is a cheap loophole anyone can use without consequences. I could say, well, I can fly, but you don't have to believe me. I cannot prove it to you. Not only am I lying about not being able to prove it, but I also am obviously lying about being able to fly. Also, last thing, you literally only listed things that humanity is already close to doing, just so you can be sure that they come true. Tell me something that would prove you are a time traveler without causing what you would call a paradox, because you can prove it. There's no reply to this.
This guy also doesn't know how to break up a paragraph.
No, unfortunately.
So I like Christopher Nolan's explanation in Tenet, right? Because in Tenet they travel through time, and it explains that like when you go back, that's now your future, right? It's not like, especially if you yourself are going back in time, whatever happens after that point is now your future, and you don't know what's going to happen. Just because you might know what like world event might happen, that doesn't have a direct impact on you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Time is crazy. It's like,
Hey, you know what? Time is crazy.
yeah, it's going too fast now, and we're too slow. I don't know. I don't even know what day it is. I think it's Monday because that's when we record this podcast.
I was going to say, there's only one day that we record this show.
And we're only doing this post because I completely forgot what day it was before I finally thought of something to do. So, okay, let's see. Someone else here says, what is jailbroken erotica GPT? And you have quite an interesting comment. Okay, so they're talking about their comment history because people are obviously clicking on this person's
amazing
posts. They deleted all their posts, but they didn't go back for all those comments. I came across a guy earlier. I was scrolling through Reddit, and I saw his commenter, and I couldn't tell from the little character if it was a man or a woman. I guess it could just be ambiguous, but I clicked on it to see, because their comment was also kind of ambiguous. Yeah. And I started going through all their comment history, and it was... I started thinking it was a man, mostly because a lot of the stuff that they commented on was like, can I fix this? Or what should I do about this? And they were inserting their opinion pretty heavily in those areas. And then every once in a while, it would just be some nudes that they'd be like, oh, you're gorgeous. And I was like, oh, okay. So this is, your comments are public. Everybody can see this, but sure. Oh, all of their posts too were political commentary, like left-leaning political commentary. I was like, for those pearl clutching conservatives, you're not really selling your point here, but whatever. Yeah, do whatever you want. It's the internet. Nobody gives a shit.
So I just posted. I shared one of the comments.
From their
in the Discord, and I really just. I like the way it's written.
Okay. No, you aren't doesn't work like that. No, you aren't doesn't work like that.
No, you aren't. No, you aren't. Aren't.
Aren't.
It doesn't work like that. Zit.
Vit. Tit. All right, let's see if there's any more comments, and then we'll move on to whatever you post there. Let's see. Great. Can you tell me if my ex from 20 years ago, whom I've been talking to again, and we share a daughter together, and I get back together and live happily ever after? Please and thank you. Prayer hand emojis.
I guess.
To which someone just says no.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like,
and
why
that
would this person know
it was
that?
a joke. Right?
Oh.
They said it's a joke. Then someone else says an X is an X for a reason. And they said it was a joke. Rolling eyes emoji. Rolling eyes emoji. Fuck. Is the flow of time an inherent property of the universe? You can find that out in a textbook, I think. Why are you risking changing the future by telling us this? And then they quote a line from the story. I can't prove I'm from the future, at least not in ways you'd find credible. To which they say, I'm sure you can think of something, like literally any near future prediction that is not easily predictable. It doesn't have to be significant or monumental information. Yeah, this person's probably making a killing on what is it? Kalshi or whatever? Kalshi.
What is
whatever
that?
That's the stupid app where you can like bet on literally anything. I mean, fucking
I've never heard of it.
Trump's
Anything?
kids are probably literally making a shit ton of money. Like, I'm sure fucking Don Jr. was like, I bet Donald Trump is going to praise Allah on Easter, and then probably made a shit ton of money because all these Trump guys are like, there's no way he'd fucking do that.
Right.
Sure enough, he did. So, yeah, no, you can literally bet on anything. People in Israel are betting on whether Israel is going to get hit by an Iranian missile like day to day. And journalists have literally been getting death threats because they're accurately reporting whether a missile hit or not.
Oh, no.
So, yeah. Let's see. I really like this comment when I was looking through them. I'm glad you aren't a real one, because if you were a real time traveler, the only ethical thing to do in response is to immediately kill you. To go back in time at all is insanely irresponsible behavior. Thanks, Dwight Schrute.
Like it's like the obvious problem with this post, and like I guess it's an obvious problem with anyone who's claiming
yeah, sorry.
claiming that they're a time traveler, is that if it was real, right? If time travel was real and that time travel was observed by like a council or a security of some kind, this post wouldn't exist. Like it would get plucked, right? Like if it exists at any point, they would just go further back in time and stop the poster from making it, right?
Yeah, sure. His Predator's probably in his basement. He's like, I'm supposed to be gathering research, but like the internet exists. They can look it up. I'm just going to post on Reddit. And then, someone pops up behind him and just puts a bullet in the back of his head, Looper style.
I didn't see Looper. I need to watch it.
Oh, God. Okay.
Is there a sequel to Looper? Not important.
No, there's not. We could do it.
Oh, there it is.
Someone said, did President Nixon really get a third term because of his new robot body? Which,
is that a reference?
It's a reference to Futurama.
Oh.
Although that's the year 3000. Do you know what the 23rd century is?
I don't.
It's only 400 years into the future.
Oh. I guess I don't know how centuries work.
Well, it's once every 100 years. And then when you say, like, we're in the 21st century, but it's only the year 2026, right? So it's just one ahead. But
oh.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
So in that case, it would only be 300 years in the future. No, fucking God damn it. Yeah, it's confusing. It's 200 years into the future. Fuck. There we go.
We're not time travelers, folks.
Obviously.
You have my word. Guess they don't have TLDR in the future.
Yeah.
They lost them in the Great Robot Ostrich War of 2055.
Yeah. Oh my God. There are some people who seem to genuinely believe this. The person says, what's the average age in your time? This won't cause a paradox if you reveal it! !
Huh. But it's also a number he could just make up.
You know what I'm realizing? He did say what year he's from, and my brain jumped to 400 years in the future. It's only 200 years in the future.
Oh.
Like 250 or so years. And they said they conquered death. So I'm going to guess the average age.
What the hell does conquered death mean?
The average age of what?
Like human life? Like
how long do people live?
I guess that
you can
worded
average.
Well.
Right. No, it's just a bunch of 50-year-olds walking around.
Yeah, they have to kill you at a certain point.
I'm just glad to know that AI takes all the high-powered jobs. All those big brain jobs.
Now, he said something in the post that was like, oh, if world leaders can't decide on something, they all choose whatever AI thinks. But that means that world leaders have to decide to choose AI.
Yeah. Hey, freaking, as of recording this, we're not doing these in advance anymore. So Viktor Orban just lost his election. So I don't know. Maybe there's some hope.
Yeah, that's so funny. I didn't know about him until last week.
Did you watch John Oliver like everyone else?
No. I was listening to a podcast.
Because John Oliver, I think his last episode was on Viktor Orban. I guess because the election was coming up. So
that's fair. Sure.
Okay. I'm going to end on this question from a guy who posted this 17 hours ago. It says, I'm so curt. Are you still answering questions? No, he's not. He only answered 2 questions. So
Yeah. It looks like the Space Force got him. Or the Time Force, rather.
I guess the backlash was bad enough that they decided not to continue. All righty.
Oh no, they saw my other posts for, what was it, Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones and ChatGPT not safe for work. So, okay. Let's see. I guess the end is out. You posted something here. Another eBay ad.
Another eBay.
Let's see. And it is for something called Blueprints, PDF file schematics for real circuit for time travel machine. Rare. And the picture here is of a little black box. It's got two labels. Oh, let's see. It's got 3 switches, a red one, a yellow one, and a white one. It's got 2 knobs that have like indicators on them, but nothing to indicate what that's pointing at.
Right.
A few lights and 4 labels. Let's see. One's labeled here witness. One is labeled rubbing plate. And then I can't really see the other 2 because they're blocked by the other lights. I think one says time coil and the other one says electromagnet.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I'm guessing that says. You have to plug it in. There's a cord on the side there.
It does have like a, yeah.
But there's no crotch mechanism like in Napoleon Dynamite, so that's kind of disappointing. You can get this schematic for $19.99.
What a good
Has
price.
had 17 views today. So
we are 2 of them.
yeah. Okay,
Shipping
let's
is
see.
only 99 cents, which is great.
Mhm. Is there a description?
Yes, there is.
Item specifics is brand new, unused, unopened, undamaged, because it's a schematic. Let's see. Item description from the seller. Check out my other items. Okay. It says technology is real and has been experienced by hundreds of people worldwide. Time travel machine construction plans considered highly experimental. Hey, no, it can't be experimental and real. If hundreds of people have done it, that's beyond experimental. The experiment's been done. Most scientists now agree that time travel is possible.
Wrong.
The theory of relativity allows it. Okay, fair, whatever. The plans listed on this page are written by Stephen Gibbs, recreating the Philadelphia experiment, who also designed the famous and controversial hyperdimensional resonator, a time travel machine that really works. Are you familiar with the Philadelphia experiment?
I am, yes.
Yeah. Well, you listened to Red Web, right? Yeah, they covered
Yes.
They did that in an episode. We can say that the machine seems to induce out of body experiences in most users almost immediately. It's not time travel. Okay.
I mean, unless it is, right? Like, out-of-body experiences don't have to be current.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know, man. Keep reading.
When out of your body, it is possible to travel in time and space with your astral body and witness or experience events in time or another dimension. In addition,
dimensions.
Oh, and or other what the fuck did I say?
I think you just said or other dimension.
Oh, in addition, the auteur claim that can be used for travel, physical in time, teleportation, invisibility, and a lot more.
Well, a lot more.
Item specifics. Type. PDF construction plans. Topic. Experimental. Deliver. Download link. So then why are we paying 99 cents for it? Okay.
For shipping, yeah.
This rare material is full of graphics, spelt wrong, and also...
No, that's how you spell graphics in the future.
And also probide. The Radio Shack part numbers made this easy to find all you need in order to build it. In fact, this person must have been having a stroke. This machine's not
here
safe.
At the end, it gets kind of crazy.
The Radio Shack part numbers. Okay, the Radio Shack's not a thing anymore. What?
No.
Are the part numbers the same between all? Who knows? In fact, everyone with a soldering iron can made it. This technology is real and has been experienced by hundreds of people worldwide. PDF format only, more than 30 pages, booklet. Be advised, you do not find this material anywhere else.
I bet
Spelled
we don't.
anywhere wrong. Please read some feedback from our customers.
Wait, you're going to put the feedback
yeah, they're going to quote it
item
themselves. Dear Ad, today I received a package sent by you, and all is well. Thank you for your generous sharing of your knowledge and excellent products. Should you continue to expand your product line, please send me a notice, as I am very pleased of your service and products and would purchase from you again. Respectfully, Ricardo.
Thanks, Ricardo.
Then we get excellent seller, top service. Thank you. Perfect service. Thank you very much. Exceptional customer service. Not a whole lot of time traveling. Great product and very quick shipment. Well, of course it's quick. It's fucking.
It's a PDF.
He's going back in time to send you a PDF. Perfect. Thank you very much. Dear Ad, I received the package that you sent me and all is good. Thank you for a quality tool. Respectfully, asterisk A. ... Don't know what that means.
Maybe the username was way too long and it started with an A.
And they can only include the first letter.
Yeah.
Super item. Excellent transaction. Top eBayer. Highly recommended. AAA.
And like 9 pluses.
Yeah. 9, whatever that is. Great seller and fast mailing. Will deal with him again. Very prompt shipment. Fast shipping. Well packed. Excellent service. Many extras included. Very happy. A triple plus.
Now, I want you to read the very first real seller feedback.
Oh, yeah. I'll get to that, but I just wanted to specify at the end here, he says, we send worldwide.
Yeah, I bet you do. It's a PDF.
This person's username is AdStudio0373. Now, the first real eBay feedback here is from 6 months ago. It's a verified purchase. Wrong. Well, no, it shouldn't even be Still waiting on my package to come in delivery. Please send me my package, please. What's taking so long to send my package, please?
Still waiting on my package to come in delivery. Please send me my package, please. I imagine this is Tommy Wiseau. What's taking so long to send my package, please?
You did not send my package. You did not.
You did not.
Did you finally see that movie?
Oh wait, The Room?
The Room, yeah.
No, I still haven't. I've seen The Disaster Artist, and I figured that was enough.
Yeah. No, it's it's pretty close. Let's see. Excellent for solving tariff issues that has prevented the arrival of this product. Good eBayer. So he hasn't gotten his shit either. Fast shipping, excellent packaging, outstanding value. Oh, he actually included some of the actual ones. These all just seem like this fucking guy posting his own. Okay, what other stuff does this guy have? He got the time machine. He's got space-time modulator, the radionics, PSI,
what is
Psychotronics black box machine. Okay, the flux capacitor.
No way.
Literally $400. 14 watchers. Oh, this person's from Mexico. Okay, I was thinking more like somewhere in Africa where I wouldn't be as mad that they were scamming dumb people. But
I was thinking like Eastern Europe.
Yeah. Patrick Flanagan's
Can you
crystal
please
sensor.
describe the flux capacitor though?
Yeah, it's I gotta click on it. The original John Bajak's. It's a gray box. It's got it's got one like kind of switch on it. It's got one button and it's got 2 knobs, right? Now the switch for some reason is labeled flux capacitor.
Right.
I guess it's an
like
on
a power
switch.
Button,
yeah. The first knob on the left is past. The second knob on the right is future. I don't understand. You can't set a time on there. It should just be more past, less past.
Well, what that means is you can set it to full past and full future. Is that current? Or is it are you stuck somewhere?
Yeah, right.
There should be one knob where straight up is present, right? And like all the way to the left is a past and all the way to the front. But how do we know how far we're going?
Yeah, it's a crapshoot. And what do you put
turn
this in?
the future knob all
to?
The way forward, do you reach the end of the known universe?
It's my god, it's $400, right? But you can get it through Klarna for $35.91 a month.
$35.91 a month for what is that? 10 months?
It would be a year. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then the button on there is just says charge.
Charge.
Yep.
I hope you gotta hold it.
Temporal flux generator, flux capacitor. Now, there's ones that look like the actual one from the movie, which I think is just a prop, right? That you buy for a costume or something. This guy's just scamming people. Any sufficient advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Sir Arthur C. Clarke, British writer and scientist. That's a quote from the description. Stopping a clock. Okay, hold on. In 1990, John Bajak copyrighted, not patented, his invention of a flux capacitor. I'm sorry, what does that say? A flux capacitance time travel circuit?
Yeah, capacitance.
And he even provided the schematic for it too. Keely Net, okay? And it works, he says. It's amazing. It never made the front page of the newspapers. It works,
and it's amazing,
says.
He says.
Did you not try it?
And it works, he says.
Excerpt. No, I'm not gonna read all this. Okay.
No, it's fine.
So if you want to buy stuff from a lying piece of shit, yeah, just look up ad Studio 0373. Don't know how this guy gets away with it, but he has 781 reviews. No, sorry. 415 seller feedbacks. This guy's just scamming people. So,
and it's such a shame. Like, obviously, people buy these things, and I feel for them, but you deserve it.
This person has literally sold 1,300 items.
I hope it's insane. Just knobs.
Yeah, I hope it's just the parts for this. He's not actually selling the actual thing.
I'll just build it myself, idiot.
You can't throw a football over the mountains, and you can't go back to 1982 to take state. I'm sorry, guys.
It's a shame, to be sure. But unfortunately, that's going to have to do it for this.
Time Traveler.
What was the original post titled?
He's a real time traveler.
2264 time traveler episode. I'd like to say thank you to Dale Spalding and Ender Music for our intro, as well as Sean from OhThatSean.com for our podcast art. But also thank you for listening. If you're from the future, tell us when you listen to this episode, or if you're from the past, I don't know how you're listening. But if you have any suggestions for spooky subreddits, websites, or even just a story you'd like us to read from, go ahead and drop those suggestions into the comments, or you can send them directly to us for this show at PONDPOD on Reddit.
Yeah, and if you're enjoying the show, you can do a couple of things for us, such as leave a 5-star rating and or review, or comment on whatever platform you listen on. You can also check out some of the other shows we do, such as Sequel Factory, where we watch a movie and pitch an idea for a sequel that nobody asked for with our good friend Jet Kuso, and you can catch Mr. R, Mr. E on the Dirty 22 for some D&D fun. We've been a Paranormal Dudes, ever in need of stories to intrigue, perplex, maybe even frighten. So remember, if you can't explain it, then, I don't know, man. It probably
Sell it on eBay.
Yeah. Don't patent it, just copyright it. And then some jerk will sell it on eBay. Yeah. So until next time, stay tuned and please stay in the present.
That one's actually pretty insightful if you think about it.
It's not possible though.
No,
except, yeah, we're always making our way into the future.
Or this one?
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 I don't know. We can't freeze time either.
Oh, shit.